Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jalissa, and for today's look I am going to be doing my everyday foundation and face routine, but affordable products. Like, this is all from the drugstore, and these are honestly my favorite products to use. Like the gloss I have on, I actually used it like for every day for like a month. And then along with my everyday face routine, I am doing like a really pretty, really simple halo eye with a Morphe palette, because I did want to make this an all affordable makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the sections down below, and without further ado, we'll just get right into the video. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, it's kind of going to be like my everyday makeup routine tutorial, except for this, I'm going to use more affordable products. And instead of like my natural eye, I'm going to try to do like some type of halo cranberry smoky eye. I did my hair, but like my hair is like all frizzy right here, as you can see. I hate it. So I actually don't have an affordable primer. I still use the Too Faced Hangover primer and the Smashbox. So if you know any affordable like primers from the drugstore, put it in the comments down below and I'll go try it out. So I'm going to go into the Smashbox and the Too Faced Hangover primer. The Smashbox one I like to keep right here around my nose, because that's where I have the bigger pores, and then the Too Faced I use like everywhere else. Okay, so I went ahead and put my hair up just because it was getting in my way. So for foundation, I do mix two of them together. I mix the Milani 2-in-1 foundation with the Maybelline 24-hour foundation. In this one I'm in the shade Warm Nude, and this one I'm in Natural. Just gonna like dot my face. I usually use more of the Milani one just because it's more, I think it's more full coverage than the Maybelline. Now since I put mostly of the Milani one, I'm just gonna put like just a little bit of the Maybelline. I'm just gonna put like one dot on each side of my face, like on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin and nose. Now I'm gonna be blending that in with the Real Technique sponge. And again, I need to find a mirror. I got my nails done. Oh, I got foundation. Oh my god. Like that. It's so much better. It was funny, I went to see my grandpa and I showed him how I broke my nails. And he's like, you should break the rest of them. He's like, they're ugly. They shouldn't even be that long. I was like, okay. Who did you love that I gotta shake hands with? Who did you love that I gotta make plans with? If we not standing, it's not a one night standing. I'm not romantic, I'm not. I swear, getting the foundation like in my bald spots is the hardest part, because then it gets like into my actual hairs and like you can see it in my hairline. Now for this concealer, I'm gonna do under the eyes, and then I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin right here. Oh, that's a lot. Down my nose and on my forehead. Oh, right when I thought my skin was clearing up, I was like, wow, the pimples right here are kind of fading. I woke up, pimple right in the center of my forehead. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve this, because I've been doing really good on my skin. I take care of it. I wash it in the morning, at night. I even went out and bought all this stuff just to make sure my skin's looking right. Like, it actually like was getting better, but then out of nowhere my skin was like, bitch, you thought, and it gave me all these pimples. Okay, so I'm going to blend that in with the Real Technique sponge as well. Now that that's all blended in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with some powder. And I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I use it in the shade, I believe it's Fair, because you can guess, I am light. This is actually a really good setting powder from the drugstore. Like, I love it. There's another one that I want to try, and it's because I just recently, like literally like this morning, saw Daisy. I saw her go like her full face of products that like her followers mentioned, and it really made her skin look so good, and I kind of want to go get it now. For the rest of my face, I'm not going to use the loose powder. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me, like the pressed powder, and I'm going to use that on the rest of my face, like on my cheeks and the rest around my forehead. Okay, now for bronzer, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this. Like, if you look, it's about to be time I go buy a new one because I use this so freaking much. But it's just such a good bronzer, honestly. I feel like I look so different with my hair straight. Like, the first videos I look like a bum right off the street, just came into a house, started taking some videos, and then when my hair's straight, it looks like I kind of have my life together, like she's a person. Just, I look more put together. But I act like I don't know. Now for my brows, I noticed I have a lot of Maybelline products, because for the brows I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Brow, and I have it in the shade, it's like the one right before the darkest shade, and I'm going to use the spoolie end to brush up my brows. And I'm actually going to like fast forward through this part just because I did upload my brow routine, and even though this isn't a pomade, it is the same steps that I would take with a pomade, so I'm going to fast forward right through this. Okay, so my brows are on now. So I fast forwarded through this because I just put up my brow routine. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll link it down below, even though it's like my second video and this is my third. So all you really do is like scroll one up. But now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna still stay as far as I am, but I'll like explain exactly what I'm doing and show you what shades, just so you know like exactly what I'm doing, even though you can't see it up close. I did have other palettes I was going to use, but since this is supposed to be like a mostly affordable, or it is an affordable video, I'm not going to include anything that might be a little too pricey. So I'm going to use just the Morphe 350 palette, because this palette honestly isn't really that, for the amount of shades that you get, it's really good price. I'm not exactly sure how much it is, but I know it's not expensive. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna go off with this, like, I'm gonna use that as my transition shade, and then I'm gonna just put that right in the crease. Just gonna blend that all over, just because like I said, it's my transition shade, so this is just gonna be like the base for all the rest of the colors. So for the next shade, I'm gonna be going in with this one right here. I'm gonna take that on the same brush. Well, since this is gonna be a halo eye, it's okay to get it in the inner and outer corner. So you wanna make it like dark. You don't think like you used to. Life taught you new things. Now you wanna do things. The hills keep track. Now you can just build up that color until you get it to the shade that you like. I'm gonna just keep blending it out because I am gonna add more colors, but just like build it to whatever shade you really like. So now for the next shade, I'm gonna go in with this more of like it's like a red undertoned brown. It's right there, and again I'm gonna just build it on the inner and outer corner of the eye, just so it brings more depth into the look. All your exes mad too. I just begged you. For the next shade, because I do want it to be like kind of like a reddish brownish halo eye, with this red one right here at the bottom, and I'm just gonna get a little bit. You know what I realized? I didn't even put, normally I put setting powder right here under my eye just to catch any fallout. And it's a good thing I remembered right now, because red shadows have a lot more fallout than all the rest. Again, like the other ones, you're just gonna put it into the inner and outer corner. You're gonna blend it out as much as you can, because you want to have a seamless blend. Otherwise, you're gonna just see like all the colors stacked right on top of each other, and that's never a good look. No if, no ands, no buts, no whatsoever. I'm just gonna get like any fluffy brush and I'm gonna blend out the edges right here, just to make sure that we have like a really seamless blend. Okay, so now for the last shade, it's right here in the corner. This one right here. I'm gonna use that to just bring a lot more, like, make it the look a little darker, and it brings in a more like neutral, natural type of smoky eye. Now I'm gonna take it on a smaller brush. You can see it's a lot smaller because I wanted to get more precise, because this one was just like all the other shades. I used it just to bring out some color, bring color into the look, and then this is just to darken it. With that other brush I used for the other shades, I'm gonna use that to blend it out. See, now you have like a really deep kind of like a brown red halo eye. It looks really nice right now as it is. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some concealer. I'm gonna take that on an angled brush. This is like this one's from Morphe. Now with this, I'm gonna just grab some concealer. I'm gonna use the Maybelline one. Where your eye kind of creases, that's where you wanna start the line. Like you're gonna kind of cut it right here, right where your eye creases, and then you're gonna bring it down. I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm like kind of looking down because I have creasy eyelids. So yeah, I'm gonna let that dry for a little, and then after, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls, and then I'm gonna put that over top where the concealer is. Okay, now that's a little more dry. I'm gonna get that e.l.f. highlighter, and I'm gonna get it on a really small brush. You can see that. I'm actually gonna use my finger, and I'm gonna put it inside the highlighter. And then I'm gonna just like tap that onto where the concealer is on your eyelid. Now that you got the highlight on the eyelid, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with this really small brush, and I'm gonna dip into the red and the brown shade that I previously used. And I'm going to use that to just kind of blend out right here on the sides, just so it's not like a harsh line of concealer. I'm going to go back in with the first brush I used, just to blend it out to make sure there's no harsh lines. I'm just going to add some lashes. I'm going to be using the same lashes I always use, which is the Lash Labelle lashes in the style Storm Through 3. Super good. They're like $7-8, super inexpensive. So you just go on Instagram, look up Lash Labelle, I'll have it in the description box, and you go to their website, Storm Through 3. Super good lashes, super good price. So I did go ahead and do my other eye off camera as well, but this is the finished look. I will put like a little clip up close of what it looks like. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contour my nose, and I'm gonna be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for the contour. Okay, now that my nose is contoured, I am gonna bake the sides and the center of my nose, because it really brings out the whole like illusion of the contour. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline loose powder to bake on the sides and the center of my nose. While that's baking, I'm going to do the lower lash line. Now the lower lash line isn't going to be as many colors. When I do my lower lash line, I use my transition shade, and then the two darkest ones I use at the end. And for that, I'm going to be go with the flat brush, and I'm going to dip into that first shade that I used for my transition, and I'm going to put that all on the lower lash line. For the second shade, I'm going to go in with that kind of reddish shade from the palette. And then I'm going to pack that on the lower lash line.
that I gotta shake hands with? Who did you love that I gotta make plans with? If we not standing, it's not a one night stand.
The lash shade, which is going to be that dark brown. I'm going to go back in with that really small brush that I used for the top. This really small one. This is a Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to get the dark brown shade. And I'm going to get that a lot closer into my waterline. And that's it for the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on as well. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic. I did use this for my top eyelashes as well before I put on my lashes. The mascara is on. Now I'm going to go ahead and dust this off. I'm going to use like a flat brush and just brush off that powder. That's all done. I am going to add some eyeliner to my waterline. It's the NYX in Milk, and then I'm going to add that right here just to brighten up my eye, and it kind of just makes your eye look a lot like bigger. See how that like kind of opened the eye up a little more? Okay, now before I move on to highlight, I am going to set my face. After I put on my spray, that's when I like to apply my highlight because then it makes it a lot more blinding. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Fix Setting Spray. Okay, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge and I'm going to press in under my eye, on my nose, and my forehead. I'll be using the e.l.f. highlight. I'm going to be using that for my cheeks, my nose, and my inner corner.
But I'll act like I know, but I can't say that.
Honestly, this is such a good highlight, and it's only like a couple dollars. Like, you guys see that? It's so good. Okay, and I do add a little to my forehead. Now for my nose, I go in my nose and my inner corner. I go in with a smaller brush, and for this, I'm gonna just go right down the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna use that in my inner corners, and one more time right above my eyebrow bone. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is the e.l.f. highlight in Moonlight Pearls. Just to repeat again, even if I said it. Now for my lips, like always, I'm gonna go in with my NYX lip liner in Nude Beige. Beige? You hear the way I said that? Nude Beige. Now since I don't have a lipstick that I used from the drugstore, I am just gonna fill in my lips with the lip liner, and then I'm gonna overtop it with the gloss. And I'm gonna use the e.l.f. gloss. It's in the shade Natural, and honestly, like, even compared to high end, this is one of my favorite glosses. I'm obsessed with it. I used it like, I think every day for like a month. Like, I didn't use any other one. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. Okay, well that completes my everyday face routine, along with the very affordable, something is wrong, I cannot talk today, but that's my everyday face routine with affordable eye look. It is really pretty, really simple, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to be doing another video pretty soon. I'm going to see about uploading Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because I'm going to try to get this up tonight. It is a Friday. I'm going to see how that works out to see if I'm able to keep up with it. I hope I can. If not, then I will be uploading for sure twice a week. For my next video, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing. Leave me suggestions down in the comment section below. I am thinking maybe a challenge video, like transforming my mom into me, because everyone does say my mom and I look exactly alike. Or maybe a get to know me video, since I'm already going to be 3 videos in, so you guys can get to know who I am and like stuff like that, how old I am, and I don't know, things like that. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.